they said we wouldn't last. But we are still here, mother. Happy 40th MTV! Welcome to the 2021 MTV Video Music Awards.
Hi, Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone here.
When will you understand that I am a person and not a thing?
Look it up.
Do something else. Do my eyebrows.
Better to say, am I being true to myself? And is this what I want to say? And have I expressed myself the way I want to express myself? I mean, that's what it's all about.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Hey everybody, it's Liberty.
And hey everybody, it's Stefan. Welcome to today's show. So, just want to address the elephant in the room, just so everyone's aware. My co-host Tony, who's been with us since day one, is not able to be with us today. With his blessing, our gal pal Liberty has graciously stepped in to help fill in while Tony's away. So, hi Liberty, thanks for being here.
Hi, and thank you. I mean, Tony, he wears these amazing Christian Louboutin shoes, and I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to fill them, but I will do my best to try to make him proud. We miss you, Tony.
Yes, by the power of Madonna, I know you'll do great,
Yes,
Liberty. You'll do wonderful. So today on the show, we have a very special guest. Give a warm MLVC welcome to DJ Nathan Ashby. Hi, Nathan.
Woo!
Hi. I'm so excited to be here. So excited to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. Where are you podcasting from today?
The Deep South, Memphis, Tennessee.
Little southern. Is that South, Liberty? Is that considered the South?
I think it is considered the South.
It's totally considered the South.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both don't have the same accent, but it's a shared neighborhood.
You know, bless your heart, Stefan. It's just you. One day you'll get it, okay? One day.
And Nathan, how has your pandemic been treating you? Is all safe and well in Nashville?
All is safe. It's been it's been crazy for everyone, but all is good. I can't complain. I'm healthy. I'm still here.
Hey, you've got a beautiful head of hair, so you've got to be thankful for that. I mean,
it's half my personality, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm jealous. Both you and Liberty have these wonderful blonde bouffants, and I'm just so follically challenged. I'm just trying to hang on to whatever hair I can at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I really, as I look at you, Nathan, it's like, I'm remembering this hairspray I used to use when I was like in 7th, 8th grade. Stiff Stuff, it was called.
Oh yes.
It was smelled amazing, but it was rock hard, and you had to have your bangs up really high because you didn't want any information going over your head. At least that's what I thought that was for. But yeah, I love it. I like your coiffure.
I love a good hairspray, so I'm there with you.
So everyone who's listening, you might know Nathan already. Nathan had previously remixed my tribute song to Erotica, Mistress Dita. He did a bang up job of that. He reached out to me and said, "I'd love this. Can I remix this for you?" I said, "Yeah, of course. I'd love to have a house remix of a song I did." So, and he's back remixing yet another song. We've got a brand new remix at the end of the show today, so make sure you stick around for that. But I mean, without further ado, I think obviously everyone knows why we're here. Let's just get to it.
And now, this week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
Yes. So obviously everyone knows the big surprise appearance at the VMAs.
How did I not see that coming? How did I not get that that's what she would be filming in Times Square?
Yeah, I kind of assumed that that's what was going to happen. When I saw her filming in Times Square, I was like, I figured it had to be maybe an intro to something.
Right.
And then Oh, and I do want to apologize. A lot of people have been shouting at me for teasing that she was going to be doing a performance. It's like, people, we get these anonymous tips sent into our social media, and they're like, she's making an appearance at the VMAs. And then I got another anonymous report. She's going to be performing a medley of Madame X songs. I'm like, it wouldn't be fair if I kept that information to myself. So I share it with the public. I never say it's actuality going to happen. You know, I never say it's going to be real, but I'm just reporting the news. Don't
Yeah.
shoot the messenger.
And
you know?
sometimes probably, even if those aren't accurate, let's say rumors or, possibilities of what she's going to do, it's fun to like stir it up a little bit. And maybe these are kind of coming from inside, like they want people to start talking about what's going to happen and what we
Sure.
might see. Tune in, because you never know. Me, I would probably have not even considered watching the VMAs just because I usually go to bed around 7. But yeah, I was excited, to say the least, when I saw you guys teasing about that, because I really was like, oh, that's something to look forward to for a Sunday evening besides NFL.
Well, we knew she was filming that Times Square. I assumed it was for maybe the Madame X show on Paramount Plus, but I was very excited to see her pop up at MTV. I mean, I get excited anytime something new happens.
And it was great to be able to sort of see the reveal of the Times Square video. I loved that they celebrated, the 40 years of her career, seeing her walking into Times Square with all the random billboards featuring different iconic moments of her career, whether it have been, performances of hers or videos of hers. I thought that was fun. I thought that was a really great way that they chose to honor her in that way. I thought it was nice that MTV gave her that platform, because I thought it showed the respect that MTV has for her as an artist, for their partnership that they've had, helping build each other up as a brand. Obviously, as we've said this many times before, MTV and Madonna both helped each other out and created, the brands that they became. And so I thought that was a nice thank you that MTV gave her.
I think it honored sort of this symbiotic relationship that they've had. Honestly, it's tough to say whether MTV really would have been as successful without someone like an artist like Madonna making the very provocative videos. And ironically, they had so many that they were like, banned. No, Madonna, you cannot do that. But it was just this little wink, like, we know you did that for, we know that without you, we might not have made it this long.
So let's talk about the 2 looks that she gave us, because so obviously, as everyone knows, she just came out. I mean, literally, I think she was on stage for 40 seconds. It was the quickest little appearance that she's ever gave at that show. She
1
walked
second
out
for every year.
Yeah. But she walked out in one look, and then she showed up later at the at one of the after parties in a second look. Let's talk about the show look. What do y'all think, Nathan? What were your thoughts about that?
Well, I don't know if they fixed this. Well, first of all, let me back up. I think she looked great. I think it was a little tight, but I mean, I'm nitpicking here. I don't know if they fixed this in post, but they cut away when she took it off and did the reveal, and then cut back when she had the like the leather dominatrix outfit on. So I thought that was a missed opportunity, at least for the show. But I mean, I thought she looked great. I can't complain. And I loved when she turned around and had her ass out. I can't.
Yeah, I think that was, I think I had seen one of the metrics was the most 10 talked about artists of the night from that show. Madonna was at number 9. And considering that she was only on stage for less than a minute, that's pretty amazing that she trended on Twitter and made the top 10 artists talked about, and she didn't even perform.
That's right. And I think it was obviously, I think the turn where we did see her bottom, that's the nod, right, to the infamous rolling around, and you just showed your ass. You're done. You're nothing. You're not going to make it in this industry. And that's the thing, that she's still got to show us. We're not done yet with the bum.
I love that she's embracing that. I love that she's proud to show off her ass at 63. And,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, the outfit was, you know, showcasing her body. I do want to bring up the fact that, you know, on social media, she was getting, you know, trashed left and right. People were not being kind to her. And I thought, you know, when we're 63, we could all hope and pray that we are in as great a shape as she is. And
Yeah.
regardless of what she's done to make herself look that way, whether it was exercise or you know, medical assistance in some way, shape, or form, you know, it's her body.
Magic.
You know, she should be allowed to do whatever she wants. I mean, people were clapping back at me because they didn't think that she looked good and they were upset at the outfit choice. And I thought, you know, we don't own Madonna.
No.
Madonna is her own person. If she wants to change something about her body, she is allowed to do that, and we should not have a say in that. You know, it's like nobody owns Madonna except herself.
I mean, all that's irrelevant. What has she done this? Has she done that? I mean, if that helps her confidence, that's what I love about Madonna, is her confidence. And I'm, as a little gay child in the 80s, I mean, that's what I siphoned, that confidence, and I still do, and that's what I love. And everything else is irrelevant. If that is what she wants to do, and that's what makes her feel better, and I think that's great. That's to be celebrated.
Yeah, and I think, you know, what is really difficult is, and I'll say, you know, I wasn't in love with the little apron that was part of the on-stage outfit. I'm not sure stylistically whose design choice that was, but maybe there was something to it that I just didn't catch. But overall, and the, you know, the angles of, you know, the way that we could see her on the stage, I don't know if, you know, I know, Stefan, I know you've seen her up close in person. I'm not sure about you, Nathan, but you know, like, when you see this woman, it is incredible. Her face is incredible. Like, it doesn't matter if she's had photographically, okay, maybe it might be something that it doesn't translate. And I'm not a photographer, so I don't really have a way to comment on that. So therefore, I don't think I can even really comment on, you know, how she looks, um because as a woman, and I was texting with another friend about this, you know, who isn't a fan, and she was like, wow, that's, you know, some derriere. And I said, yeah, you know, and I think about it, like, if I'm 63 and you know, whether I feel like showing that part of myself off or not, I sure really don't want anybody saying anything about it, whether I show it or not. And it's no one's business if that's what I want to do, if that's how I make my living, right?
Right.
It's okay.
Well, exactly. So, for instance, I mean, none of us on this podcast right now are 63 years old. I
No.
sure as hell am not showing my ass off on a national program on television because I'm not that proud of showing my, like, I wouldn't show my ass off and I'm in my 40s, you know, like,
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that people start attacking. I don't know if it's an ageist thing. I don't know if it's a misogynist thing. I think maybe it's all of that.
Yeah, I think it's a combination.
I was thinking about this before we started the podcast, is that Jennifer Lopez is not far off from Madonna's age. I think they're about a decade apart, maybe. I don't feel like she gets the same sort of comments that Madonna does, and I don't know why that is.
No. And we don't know also what, if any, J-Lo has had any cosmetic enhancement or any kind of, you know, she mostly posts, like, she's a dancer, right? She posts gym. I've seen her post gym selfies and workout selfies and things like that. You know, the workout that Madonna posted the day before her VMAs, it didn't look that strenuous, but that probably was like the warm up or just the tail end.
Sure.
You know, how do we know? We have no idea. And the story that social media tells us is really only a fraction, or if any of it is accurate or true. But yeah, J-Lo, she really doesn't get the same blowback that Madonna does, but Madonna's body, which is interesting, right? In the 90s, Madonna's body was like, wow, everybody just, she was incredibly, fit, toned, and I remember that, I was like, gosh, if only I could, look just like that. But there was zero way I was going to work out for more than 1 hour a week. So that wasn't going to happen for me. But, you know, there's certain natural parts that I don't think Madonna was ever really gifted with. There's an article, I want to say in 2005, where she said something like, I wish I could be more zaftig, right? Which is like juicy.
Sure.
But she said, I just can't. And if you're thinking, that's Confessions era, she was quite thin, and even post Confessions, right? She's looking really thin, like sticky and sweet. And now she kind of has a little more, and that's okay too. It's however as long as she's happy, ultimately that's what counts. Her happiness, her feeling good about herself, and whatever it takes to get there. I can't comment. I do things too.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I look at the little divot in between my eyebrows and I'm like, God, I need some
Oh,
Botox.
honey, go get some Botox. I had some in my forehead and I just love it.
I have an appointment next week.
Well, report back to us, Nathan. So second look of the show, obviously she had a little quick change when she went to the after party. I kind of loved this second look. I mean, like head to toe, I loved it. It was basically just a black bustier sort of like bikini cut outfit with black sunglasses and a little headdress veil. Somebody had said, "Oh, look, she's got panties on her head." It is an actual head dress with a veil. It was very Little Edie, Grey Gardens. Also, I thought it was a little bit of a throwback to the Like a Virgin number in the Rebel Heart tour with the veil.
Oh my God.
I just loved how kooky and weird and beautiful and wonderful. And in addition to the look, we also got some wonderful photos that Ricardo took. I mean, not only like photos at the after party, but like, I don't know if you just saw those photos that he posted today of her, like in the studio shots of her.
Oh yeah.
And then the video, like the weird video of her in the car. And I loved all of it. Like, thank you, Madonna, for giving us all these little gifts. Like, if you like just the past year alone, I love that we've gotten all these little video montages of strange photo shoots and the camper van and like all these weird things that she's doing, because it's like, okay, well, if we're not going to get a Truth or Dare documentary, we might as well get like these little snippets of her life. And yeah, they're curated and they're set up and whatnot, but I just love it. I don't know. What did you guys think of the second look, the Hail Mary?
I liked the second look better than the first look for sure. I think it harkened back to all the reasons we love Madonna, from like a Virgin to, like you said, that moment in Rebel Heart. I loved it. It's great.
Oh yeah, simultaneous virgin whore, and it's true to form, true to Madonna, with the little bit of like a little religious feeling to it, but still sexy. And honestly, she looked more normal than some of the other guests I saw her photographed with, which I didn't think was possible. But yeah, there was a guy with who I don't know who it was, forgive me, nails all over the head.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Who was that?
Sure. I don't know. I should have Googled before we started recording. But yeah, I mean, and of course, all of the outfits Doja Cat was wearing throughout the VMAs, and just like, none of those things would really be possible without this woman. And so I'm super thankful that she got all those after party photos with those people, because they were like peeing in their pants excited. Like,
oh, totally.
Oh, she likes, and I saw her, like, there was a video where she kind of leans in and she's hugging Lil Nas X and she's giving him like this little talk, and I just wish I could have heard what she said to him, because
well, okay, so I know what she was saying. She's like, FYI, you're going to be on my next album.
Shut up.
I hope so.
Didn't see. I was like, really? You didn't? Okay, maybe you did. I don't know. I was like gonna watch the video back and be like, I can
Lip
lip
read.
read. I know she's got to have said something amazing, or like, can I borrow that purple dress or something?
I'm telling you, next album, it'll be Little Nas X. He'll do a guest appearance, and Doja Cat will be on there as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Did you see the video of her horsing around with Doja Cat? And like, she was laughing and smiling. I was like, I'm happy to see her having a good time, you know?
Yes, yeah. And with current, like, this is the other part of it is we've seen, we saw her before Madam X came out, where she's going to like Migos shows, and where she's kind of hanging out with this crowd where we're like, where's that going? And then now, seeing her, she's with the new pop crowd, right? Which
Sure.
I'm not sure if that's the term, because like I said, these are not like artists that I'm super familiar with. Because all I listen to is Madonna. It's true.
Stop it. You do not.
Okay, Madonna, and right now Metallica. Strange, I know. But,
Really?
well,
Oh,
it's the
dear.
faster and the harder, the more fun it is for me to drive to work, I guess.
Gotcha. If you need a little relaxation music, check out the new Casey Musgraves album.
Oh, okay.
So good. It's so good.
I'll check it
I would
out.
love to see a Madonna and Metallica collaboration.
Oh, can you even imagine?
But yeah, I thought it was fun to see her, back on MTV. It was fun to see her in that conversation again. I mean, God bless her. 40 years later, she's still able to make headlines, and she didn't even have to do anything. She just sort of shows up and wears some fun outfits and
Yeah,
flashes some boob and some ass, and there you go.
yeah, and a little pre-recorded thing for the tour.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think I hope to think she's living her best life right now. That she doesn't have anything to prove anymore, and she's living it up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So then we were excited at the prospect of her making an appearance at the Met Gala this past week. That's why we sort of decided to record on Tuesday, not on Monday, because we were banking on the fact that Madonna was going to show up and blow us away with another crazy, scathing look. Alas, there was no Madonna appearance at the Met Gala, but we did get an appearance from daughter Lourdes. I thought it was kind of nice. People were wondering, why would Madonna not go? And I have a feeling she wanted to give Lourdes her own moment.
Maybe so.
I thought maybe Madonna realized if I went, they would just be talking about me and let my daughter have her time.
Yeah.
So Madonna sat it out, and Lourdes had a little shining moment on the red carpet. Did you get a chance to see Lourdes's outfit?
Oh yes, giving full Cher vibes.
Totally, and God bless her. Lourdes has probably some of the finest genetic pairings from parents. I mean, Carlos as her father and Madonna as her mom. I mean, she looks fantastic. Like, she looks stunningly beautiful.
Yeah, stunningly beautiful. And in spite of a little bit of apple not falling far from the tree attitude, she still has glamour, right? She still has this very classy thing about it. Maybe it's just the way she kind of looks at the camera, but or when she's being photographed, she just looks like she can't be bothered, but yet she wants to be photographed. I don't know how to explain that. Like,
she looks like the cool girl you went to high school with that you were too scared to talk to. That's what
100%.
Totally.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I thought she looked great though, and but I was like, before, when I saw Lourdes, I thought, oh, maybe Madonna's coming afterwards because she didn't want Lourdes to get lost in the fold. And I was like, you can imagine the conversation at home where Lourdes is like, Mom, you are not walking the red carpet with me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Mom, absolutely not. No, especially not with, I don't know, who knows what reason.
Mom, can you please just stay at home this year and let me get the spotlight?
We need Nadia Ginsburg to do that skit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I messaged her. I messaged Nadia. I was like, Nadia, you need to do a Lourdes sketch from the Met Gala and Yeah. Oh, she's on it. She's on it.
It did, with Madonna not being at the Met Gala, it gave a little bit of a platform also for other statements that were made, I think, by some of the fashion choices that the stars were wearing. And because sometimes and I think a lot of them know, right? If Madonna shows up, forget it. Like, we'll get up, we'll get a picture, and then, we're not as in demand, I think, or as oohed and awed over just and I know I'm biased as a Madonna fan, that's my perception, but um AOC's dress and some of
Hmm.
the other, I think I was,
Little Nas X and his like
yeah.
three, like it was like
Killed it.
this Russian doll thing. He just layers kept just coming off, and there was another outfit underneath.
Wow,
Loved it.
amazing.
So I thought it was interesting that Lourdes was there and that ex-boyfriend Timothée Chalamet was there
that.
hosting.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, to have been Mariah Carey butterfly on the wall of that event. I would have loved to have been in there and see, like, did they talk? Did they like
Yeah.
get together and like, or was it like, I'm not talking to Timothée,
That is so funny that you say that, because when I scrolled through and I was like, he was there. That's interesting, because Lourdes was just in a few pictures back, and I wonder if there was any little
Mhm.
awkward, like, or if they talked, and then I had
Right.
to second guess myself, thinking like, hey, wait, did they date, or am I just crazy? Or
In college,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, high school, right?
yeah, it was a longish time ago. It wasn't that recent. And in fact, I didn't realize that Lourdes she was wearing, who's the designer she was wearing? Oh, I cannot
Last night.
remember. Yes. I can't remember, because she just posted pictures recently of her with Christian Siriano, and I thought that was who she would. Oh, she was wearing Moschino. That's right, Moschino. I don't. This is a Texas coming out of me. I'm like, how you say that dang word? Moschino. Anyways, she was wearing that, and I thought maybe she would be wearing Christian Siriano, but maybe he works for that house. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, gorgeous look, and I love that she's not like super skinny. She's, she has a little Madonna, the like a
I'm a little
virgin little
Madonna,
belly.
1980, a little
Yeah.
borderline, a little Lucky Star type
Healthy.
of body.
Healthy. Yes. Healthy. Yeah. Oh,
She
she's gorgeous.
gets fries with her burger.
Heck yes. That's my girl
She's
right
not
there.
she's not opting for that side salad. Who has
No.
time for that?
No.
Give
she
me the
looks so
fries.
good.
Give me a side of mayo.
Yeah. Yep. She's definitely asked. Oh yeah, mayo and ketchup. Let's go.
Oof.
Let's go.
Come on now. Come on. So we'd be remiss to talk to our esteemed guest Nathan a little bit about your remixing. So you did a fantastic job at remixing My Mistress Dita, my first foray into music production, and I humbly asked you to remix our Liberty and I's new song, Call Me Tonight, just because I thought you would do such a bang up job of it. And you have.
Yes, you have.
So talk to us a little bit about your DJ process. How do you go about like remixing a song? Like when somebody gives you a song, what do you do?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'll say I still, after I've DJ'd off and on for about 20 years now. Jesus, 20 years. And
So
then,
you started when you were 5.
No, exactly.
Child DJ prodigy.
But no, I mean, that sort of led into, when you play music, you want to have music that's your own, that no one else is playing, that maybe you have a song you love, but you want it to be the style you play. I still, though, consider myself an amateur, so please, no one cancel me. But yeah, so I think you messaged me while I was on vacation for my birthday in Fort Lauderdale and said, hey, we have this song. What do you think? And I was like, yeah, it's great. Let's do it. And you told me, it was sort of inspired by Into the Groove and Hung Up. And so I went through all the stems and kind of picked out some things I liked and tried to beef it up a little bit, make it a little more housey, because that's what I personally just like. And since you said it was inspired by Into the Groove, maybe give it a little Into the Groove bass line and sort of that opening, you'll hear in a minute, that opening, those Into the Groove keys that everyone loves. So, just have some callbacks and make it a little more dancey and upbeat. And yeah.
It was amazing how you took that song and really like, it's to me, okay, again, my bias is going to show here, but I love this song as it is originally. I think Stefan did such an amazing job. And then Nathan, you come here and you like make me sound like Madonna. And I mean, at least in my little fan head, where I'm, and of course, when I sing, because it's just a hobby for me, I always, I tend to like draw out a note in the same way that she'll do, and little things that I love about how she sounds. And then I heard and I was like, oh dear, I can't believe I really sound like my hero. This is crazy. You did such a great job. Thank you so much for remixing it.
Yeah, I mean, those ad libs you do, that I kind of chopped them up and put them at the beginning and the end, but I mean,
yeah,
you already sound like Madonna, so it wasn't.
Oh, thanks. Okay, guys, I'm quitting my day job.
No, it was great. I I had asked Liberty to collaborate on a song with me, and just so everyone knows, I mean, who's listening, I think I've said this before. I clearly know I am not a singer. I really enjoy music, and audio production has been a new art form that I've grown to love and embrace, and I love being able to flex a different creative muscle that I normally don't get to flex. And if you want to be on a pop song, go be on a pop song.
Yeah.
Who cares what you sound
Just
like,
It's
just do it, and that's sort of my attitude in life now, where it's just like, if you want to do a certain piece of art, if you want to sing, if you want to dance, if you want to draw, if you want to, whatever it is you want to do,
show your ass.
we have the technology, we have the ability, just go do it. And don't listen to anybody else, because that they're just going to kill your joy, so it's like, yeah, look, I get it. My voice isn't, I'm not Troye Sivan, or I'm not Adam Lambert, or whatever. I don't give a shit. I think it's a cool song. I think Liberty and I did a bang up job, and I love the original. And then I love that, Nathan, you came and sort of like, it's like what Madonna did with Express Yourself, where it's like she has the album version on the Like a Prayer album, and then she has the funked up like Shep Pettibone remix that she uses on tour all the time. And I feel like that's sort of what you did. You kind of like took it and like amped it up and like added some like embellishments and some bells and whistles. And I love the little Into the Groove sounds to it, and I listen to it now and I listen to the original. I'm like, damn, I wish I'd put those Into the Groove embellishments in the original. Like, no. I was like, it was missing something and knew it, and that's what it was.
Now it has a little baby. A little baby, Call Me Tonight, has been born, and it's so exciting. I think it's really cool, and it's like, I think, one day when I look back at my youth, right, and I'll look back and I'll be like, wow, I can't believe I have songs on Spotify, and maybe they're not like Like a Prayer, but hey, I did that and I did it and it was fun, and all that matters is how you feel after you've done something like that you really want to do, regardless of whether it comes out the way that you hear it in your head or your heart, and then you put it out in the world and it sounds a little bit like, I'm not sure that was the message I wanted to get across, but at the same time, you've given birth to something, you made something, and you create, and creation is what drives the whole world. Yeah, love makes the world go round, but creation makes the world go round, because honestly, we might like get our little creativity inspirations from Madonna or from whatever artist that you might listen to, but I think that's what gives us this like fuel to keep going and get up another day and make something happen for ourselves. If it's really small, it's your little contribution, and in some way it might have affected someone somewhere else. Sure. And that means something.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are anything like me, and it sounds like maybe you are, you need that creative outlet just to, there's something in you need to get out no matter, what the project is. And I was very happy to work on this because it was a fun 2 days of, tinkering around. I hadn't done any production in a couple of years until Mistress Dita. And then I was sort of in this COVID world, quarantine at my house. And it was kind of a nice, I remember why I loved doing this. And, I had the time to do it. So thank you.
No, thank you. All right. Well, so I think it might be time for Tony's favorite portion of the podcast. What do you think, Liberty?
Gosh. The lightning round.
Yes. So as everybody knows, we do a little segment called the lightning round here on the podcast. I'm going to let Liberty take the reins on that tonight.
Wow. Da, 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 da. I don't even know if I can do this. This is so much pressure.
You can. You've got it.
Okay. I think, let me get it together.
Can I say how excited, every time I listen to the podcast, when you do a lightning round, I answer them in my head and they're different every time.
That's good. That's what you want from a lightning round, right? You want like this authenticity, this like, bam moment, right? Bam. Today my favorite song is Inside of Me off Bedtime Stories. Like, okay, that's not as
such a good song.
It is so good.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. I love me some Bedtime Stories. Okay, are you ready, Nathan?
I'm ready.
Can you do it? You want to do it? Okay, let's go. All right. Favorite Madonna song?
I think right now, it will change tomorrow. Right now, my favorite Madonna song is Rescue Me.
Ooh.
And let me tell you why. Because I feel like it's the perfect segue from Vogue into Erotica, which is probably my favorite album.
Yeah.
It's sort of the perfect bridge. You get all those Madonna things you want. You get the spoken word. You get Donna and Nikki singing with her. I mean, it's...
Okay, see, I did the same thing. That's not Donna and Nikki on Rescue Me.
Is it not?
No. I was saying that for years on the podcast, and finally I even said it to Nikki Harris. I was like, give me a little Rescue Me. And it's like, somebody was like, Stefan, that's not Nikki and Donna. That's like, I forget who it is at this point, but I always thought it was, and it's not.
Well, It's giving me the same vibe.
It is.
We'll have to talk offline because now I'm fascinated by what...
Yeah, it should have been Nikki and Donna. It was not Nikki and Donna, but it does harken back to Nikki and Donna. You're correct.
Oh, and I just love that. Only you can rescue me. This like guttural thing Madonna does in that song. Rescue Me is astounding. I love that song.
So good.
Excellent choice. I approve. All right. And your next question, sir, is your favorite Madonna music video.
Again, it will probably change tomorrow, but in the moment right now, I'm thinking Open Your Heart, maybe.
Yes.
It's very nostalgic for me. It's one of the first ones I remember as a kid. I love the reveal with her wig. I love the black bustier. We always see the Blonde Ambition bustier, and I actually love the black one better. So yeah, and that's one of my top 10 songs for sure.
All right, so how about your favorite Madonna tour?
Can I give 2 answers for this one?
No, you can. It's fine. But okay, yes.
I think, and this is going to be a controversial answer, but I really loved Rebel Heart. I felt like it was a great mix of that album that was exciting at the time and classic songs. I think the Madame X tour, in hindsight, maybe not was my favorite tour, but I'm actually wearing the shirt She Touched Me when she comes down from... I saw it
Keith Haring. Keith Haring.
I saw it 2 nights in a row in Chicago. She mentioned Keith Haring at some point at the beginning of the show, and then when she comes down the aisle for Medellin, I was wearing this Keith Haring shirt, and she grabbed my shoulder as she said, "Slow down, Poppy." And so that was a moment for me that I will never forget.
What is your favorite Madonna movie?
No shade. I think Madonna is best in movies when she's playing herself. And so I think A League of Their Own is probably she has the most chemistry with her co-stars. I think she has the best lines. Me and my coworkers were talking about it the other day about how hilarious she is in that movie. And so I think right now, again, all these are going to change tomorrow.
Sure.
But
and that's fine. You're not held to it.
But right now, A League of Their Own.
That was not the answer that I was expecting when you were saying play.
What were you expecting?
Playing herself. Yeah, I figured you were going to say Truth or Dare.
But yeah, but at that time of her life, right? For sure.
Wait,
playing herself.
Is Truth or Dare a Madonna movie? I mean,
it is like the Madonna movie.
Oh my!
Well, okay, well, I changed my mind because that's the movie I've watched most, so I changed my mind.
What is your favorite Madonna look?
Right now, in this moment, it is the '95 VMA appearance where she was wearing the blue with the big hair, and Courtney Love was throwing her compact at her.
Yes, that's so good. That fall, everyone loves that. We just posted that on our Instagram account the other day, and people were like, I love this look. It's heaven.
I mean, I think she has her shirt open. You can see her black bra. She was great. Yeah. There's another moment in around 2003, maybe, where it was an award show, and she presented, I think at the end, she was wearing a pink, I think Stella McCartney ruffled front with long straight hair. Ooh. I can't remember what award show it was, but I remember we hadn't seen her for a minute. I still remember that look because I remember seeing her and saying, God, she's just hot.
Since you are a DJ and since you remix a lot, I'm going to add on an extra question for you. Favorite Madonna remix?
Ooh.
Oh gosh, this is not a house remix, which is usually what I gravitate towards, but the Victor Calderón remix of What It Feels Like for a Girl that she performed in Spanish for Drowned World Tour. I actually prefer that version to the original. I thought it made the song much darker and much heavier, and I still love that song. That's not usually where I go because I usually love house music, but I love
house music all night long.
Yeah,
Say what? Right? House music all night long.
That Drowned World version is very mystical. Of course, that's probably my favorite performance of the Drowned World tour. Is that the Lo que siente la mujer moment is amazing, beautiful.
I mean, I love a Junior Vasquez remix, but that was the one that popped in my head when you asked. So.
Yeah. There you go.
You gotta go with your gut. I'm telling you. Okay, well, everyone, I think that's our show for today. I don't want to keep Nathan from remixing another song, and I know Liberty's got some lesson plans to do, but
don't make me.
Liberty, thanks for helping fill in today.
Thank you for having me.
It was great having you join us. Nathan, thank you for joining us on the show as well. Tell our listeners where they can find you on social and listen to some of your remixes.
Instagram at DJ Nathan Ashby.
Do you have like a SoundCloud, or do you have any?
I don't. I probably should. Again,
I was gonna say, you need to set that shit up. Come on.
Amateur. Don't cancel me.
As everyone knows, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at MLVC Podcast. Obviously, like and subscribe to the podcast. Please give us a 5-star review and share it with your fellow Madonna friends. It matters, so much to hear from you. So please drop us a line if you'd like. You can also donate to the podcast, help keep this podcast going. We're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. We're also on Patreon at patreon.podbean.com/MLVC Podcast. It means a lot to us. We're going to try and do another live show this fall at some point. But yeah, and Liberty, why don't you take us out on today's episode?
I sure will. And I'll just chime one little note of support. Please support the podcast. What Stefan and Tony do is, bring us a little bit of Madonna joy every week or every other week whenever they are able to do the shows. But it's definitely labor of love, and I know that it would mean so much if you guys can help join me as a patron of the podcast and give them a little love. And we will leave you today with the premiere of DJ Nathan Ashby's remix of the song Stefan and I Did. And here is the Back in the Groove remix of Call Me Tonight.
Thanks, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thanks, guys.
MLVC World Premiere Exclusive.
I've been waiting for you to call me. You've got my number, don't you?
The shiny disco lights.
The DJ played my song, dancing all night long. When no one is around, I'm waiting for your call. Wish you would hurry up so we could have it all.
There's no time to lose. Why do you make me wait? Just dial out my number. Don't let it get too late. The music hit me right. I want it, I need it. The shiny disco lights. Let's dance until it's light.
The DJ played my song. I want it, I need it. Dancing all night long.
So call me tonight.
The music hit me right. I want it, I need it.
The shiny disco lights. Let's dance until it's light.
The DJ played my song. I want it, I need it. Dancing all night long.
So call me tonight.
Get on the floor, move your feet, dance with me, make me feel so sweet. Feel the rhythm, move your feet, dance with me, baby, feel my heat.
When all the lights go down, I get out on the floor. Want you to move with me, to touch you more and more.
There's no time to lose, I need you by my side. I'm dancing all alone, and baby, that ain't right. The music hit me right.
I want it, I need it. The shiny disco lights. Let's dance until it's light.
The DJ played my song. I want it, I need it. Dancing all night long.
So call me tonight.
The music hit me right. I want it, I need it.
The shiny disco lights. Let's dance until it's light.
The DJ played my song. I want it, I need it. Dancing all night long.
So call me tonight.
I want it, I need it.
So call me tonight.
Get on the floor. Get on the floor. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
be on the dance floor, waiting.